Listen closely, my friends. Do you hear that? Do you hear that sound? I've been in the game for a little while, and when I heard that sound, I knew exactly what it was. An unmistakable sound. Right-wing infighting. And when it happened, whoo! It sounds like a dinner bell, because I'm hungry for some nice, tasty right-wing fighting. You gotta love it. How they always try and clown on us. How they always try to say that we're the ones with the problems. We're always fighting with ourselves. Leftist infighting. Well, leftist and infighting. Name a more iconic duo. Shut up. Nobody asked you. Any askers in chat? The answer is no. There are none. Because we're too busy to answer your question. We're busy watching right-wing infighting. Now, this is with our favorite, one of my favorite right-wing comedians, Dave Rubin. I think Dave Rubin is probably one of the best comedians. Dude, we all want to watch some more Dave Rubin comedy, right? His comedy's great. So, wow, it's really great to have you guys here. Any homosexuals in the chat? Whoa, hey you, oh wow, being in chat, it's like just like being gay, words and emotes and yeah. Anyways, any lesbians in chat? Like so good. Our new favorite Florida man, Dave Rubin, decided to make a post the other day. Quite an interesting post indeed, that I think a lot of people had some fun with. I want to take a look at it really quick, okay? I think it's a great post, right? No matter what we think about Dave Rubin, his brain may be in recovery mode from taking in so many high-level ideas, but soon his babies will be in recovery mode from taking in so many high-level ideas, because him and his husband have come out to say that they have gotten surrogate moms. Sorry. Him and his husband have come out to say that they're pregnant. Look, they're both pregnant. Congratulations, congrats. I didn't know that this is how gay couples work, but they're both pregnant. That's cool. I really didn't know that's how that works, but that's interesting. That's super cool. I'm glad. Good for them. Yeah, good for them. Feel bad for the kids already. Hopefully their mental capacity will be bigger than their dad's. Yeah, I'm happy for him, Coming soon, baby 1, baby 2. They're looking, they got some dates down. Dave, he's cackling. He's so happy. You know who's not happy? The right are very not happy. The real tolerant ones, as he says, are not very happy with what's been going on. They don't really like it that much. I mean, he's got some people in his corner. Not too many, though. Here, let's take a look really quick to see what we're looking at. Here, one moment. Here, let's take a look. Sarah Gonzalez, Dave, congrats. She's she's with the Blaze TV. You guys know of the Blaze. We talked about the Blaze every now and again. The Blaze is a far right news network with Glenn Beck, Steven Crowder, Dave Rubin. The Blaze also commented and said, wow, congratulations, Dave. Nice work. Christopher Rufo, you've heard about him as well. Congrats. Have fun sleeping now. If you can get any, whoa, so cool. PragerU even dropped by to say it's true, all of it. See, they're so cool. They're dropping boomer memes. See, this is actually a Star Wars reference. See, super interesting. Wow. All right, Meghan McCain dropped in. All right, Meghan McCain even dropped in to say thank you. Wow, so cool. Great to see you, Meghan. Oh, I know she has a lot more time on her hands ever since she got kicked off of The Views. How nice. Really great stuff going on. But it's not all roses and daisies for Dave, because even though he did have some support on the right, I gotta tell you, the lions, the leopards, who he said, who he sicked on other gay people and queer people and minorities, who said that the right that wasn't going to, that's only going to eat the SJW, cringe lore, cancel culture, wokeism's faces. It seems like they're coming back to eat his face as well. Can we take a look at this? A couple of these exchanges under his his post. Let's see what they had to say. Let's take a look at this really quick. What's this? Mark Dice. This is horrifying. Buying a woman's eggs and then renting other women's wombs to grow their children who will be deprived of their mothers. Anything but dark mice chiming in. Whoo! Thought she got left on her own. Yeah, it's like one of those things. It's like you can't fire me, I quit type situations. You know how it be. You know how it be. Horrifying, disgusting. Hey, yo, girl, let me see what them eggs do. They make it sound like they were buying human caviar. Straight people already do. Yeah, but it's like worse though because they're like gay though. Why are the conservative leaders in the culture war all staying silent about this? I won't mention their names because there's too many to list. What you up to these days? I'm not going to name them because there's too many. Anyways, here's a list of them. Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Charlie Kirk, Jesse Waters, Steven Crowder, Clay Travis, Buck Sexton. Imagine this guy's name fucking Sexton. And he blocked me. Of course you got blocked. This guy has been writing like a manifesto about how he hates his family. Of course my man got blocked. Is this surprising? Somebody had to stand up for the truth. Sadly, most are too cowardly to point out the obvious these days. Meanwhile, the Blaze and PragerU are congratulating such a practice in his replies. Yikes. Yikes. Yikes, dude. I can't believe this. Any Christian or conservative congratulating them is just as bad as the Marxists. Dictionary, where are you? We got another ratio for you guys. Another person posting completely unhinged shit on the timeline. Where's the dictionary when you need them? We need a new ratio. The Marxists. Ah, yes. Truly on opposite ends of the spectrums. Christian, Marxist. Breeding and Marxism. I'll have you know, for all the Marxists that I've seen online, I gotta tell you, a lot of those Marxists are very much into breeding. Okay? Very much into breeding. Doesn't really matter like who's doing what or who's going into who. They're very interested in breeding. Let me tell you that, okay? I'll tell you what. Marxism is when gay get babies. Yeah, it's not even like gay babies. They're just acquiring baby. It happens sometimes. You acquire a little bit of baby. That's fine. Let's see. What else did they post? There's some real gems in here. Oh, my bad. Before we do that, there's a little aside. There's a little like stop off point that we can talk about really quick. I thought we killed babies. Yeah, but we kill them, but also like make them. The left kills babies, but they also have babies grow up without mothers in like gay households, which, as you know, is a fate worse than death, as the Republicans would like to put it. A very interesting face comes into this situation as well. The Quartering decides to chime in. Now, the Quartering has been flirting with right-wingers a lot. He retweets Steven Crowder, Fox News, The Blaze all the time. And he's very close with people like Mark Dice. Right. He loves the right. Tim Pool as well. He loves those guys a lot. And so since he's been flirting with them, he's realizing that, oh my gosh, wait, they may not be as cool as they said that they were. Interesting. You are disgusting and terrible and you're buying women's wombs for surrogacy. Interesting. Cucked position. Double space. I like Mark. He's always been kind to me. And we've even had a few chats. I think if I were more of a religious man, I might have a more concrete take here. I don't see an issue other than I wish more people would consider adopting. What do you think? Incredibly, yeah, basement pisser supreme. Dead. I'm shitting myself. I just peed in my basement. Jeremy trying his best. Yeah, this is, you know what this is like? Yeah, fence moment. This is POV.
This meme is very real.
So true, Marjorie. POV Twitter user discovers empathy. This is what I'm looking at right now. He's like, wait, Mark has always been nice to me. And they said that they didn't hate gay people. I didn't think that there was much of an issue. Wait, what's going on? You know, the spark, the little spark of empathy that's sitting in the back of, that's been like locked in Pandora's. You know, you remember that scene from Kung Fu Panda where like the leopard is kept in the fucking like ever jail, all right, where his like arms are attached to like 2-ton weights and he's like chained to the floor, and it's like locks on locks on locks on locks in a massive fucking tower of destruction. He's like, and have like a whole army. That's the little leopard in there is the empathy and like right winger's brain. And every once in a while, yeah, T-Lung, yeah, every once in a while there's a spark. Every now and again there's a spark, and what we're witnessing right now is the spark. To be clear, I like Mark a lot. Whoa, chill. This guy's going crazy. First, all this stuff that he said about Gina Carano, and now Mark. Whoa, calm down, buddy. You can only take one. Is your wife out for pizza again? Are you lonely? I never said I thought of this topic much, and I'm not sure if I totally disagree. There is something off about essentially buying babies. I mean, my sister needed surrogacy too. Oh no, it's happening. It's the thing where like there'll be like the homophobic politician, the homophobic right winger, and then their like nieces, and their niece is like a like part-time gay, and then they'll be like, wait, maybe I've been hating gay people wrong the entire time. Oh man, guys, I thought the sociopathy was a meme. What? Here's the definition of a schizo post. All right. This, I don't like to use the term, but this is the definition of a schizo post. Okay. This is what it is. Look at this for a moment. I just want all of us to look at this for a moment without speaking, just so we can all take it in. You can't just buy a person. It's just, yeah, true. What is there to say? Literally what? So true. Straight people get them for free. Hey, listen, I don't think the baby was asked before it was born. So if you think about it, if you think really hard about it, slavery is just like surrogacy, or slavery is just like artificial insemination, because you like spend money and then someone becomes your dependent. Here's the thing. Babies have more rights than slaves do. The only thing that I think would be similar is the fact that here in the States you can still beat your kid. I do, you know, obviously there's limits on it, but I do think that should be done away with. But outside of that, especially when it comes to like Canada or something, where like beating your kid is illegal, I think it's an anti-natalist argument. Nah, it's an anti-gay people acquiring children argument, because what they'll do is they'll throw out a red herring and say the surrogacy is the problem, because all that they're talking about right now is the surrogacy, okay? Which is really interesting. So what they're saying is that you're spending money, you're paying someone money to do something for you, and that thing that they're doing can be like dangerous, and there can be issues with it, and it's exploitative. That's what they're getting at, is that the situation is exploitative. Ever heard of capitalism? It's really wild how they'll be like, I can't believe that they're doing this. Yeah, what you've described right now, my brother in Christ, what you've described right now is employment. What you've described right now is having a job. That's what you've described right now, okay? And I'm not sure if they're going like full Nosbowl, paleo conservative, like what goes around comes around, goes back around type thing, where they're like, oh yeah, I want to be a Marxist, but from the good side, or what? Because there's some of them who are like stuck in the middle, who are gonna say capitalism is good but surrogacy is bad, which makes like literally no sense. Here's the thing. You know what this is? This is the almighty evergreen meme. I consent. I don't. There can be exploitation in surrogacy, and there's like ethical issues when it comes to how some surrogacy can prey on poor women's, and how this happens sometimes. 100%. That's true. But you know what's interesting is that you never talk about the sperm donors when it comes to surrogacy as well, right? Or artificial insemination. You never talk about the sperm donors. They don't care about that, right? They can't. What they really hate on is the fact that these women are using their bodies in ways that they don't like. Right? No matter, because they're not against like the exploitation. They're just mad about the surrogacy period. But we need to keep the capitalism though. We need to keep like the way that the capitalism works. That's cool. But this is super unbased. It's so fucking weird. It's so weird, dog. It's so weird. Oh no. Wait, it's so good. Wait. Mark Dice complaining that he's getting blocked by Dave Rubin. This person who says what they're doing is completely consensual. Marxism isn't. They're just like out dipshitting each other. It's the dipshit Olympics. In the comment section here, they're trying to outdo each other. What they're doing is consensual. Their problem with comparing it to Marxism is that Marxism is non-consensual, unlike surrogacy, and then they got blocked. It's so good. It's so good. How do you do it? Where do you find these people? There's so much going. I'm telling you, this comment section is a goddamn treasure trove. But probably one of my favorite responses is right here. This one right here. How does this help us win the culture war? Which is, whether or not they know it, is a callback to Nazis. All right, this is a Nazi hollaback girl. This is a Nazi callback. All right, is what we're witnessing right here. How does gay people engaging in surrogacy help us win the culture war? Incredible question from someone with an incredible mind. All right, how is that relevant? We'll get to it. Here's why. All right, this video right here from TPUSA. All right, from Charlie Kirk. This is from 2 years ago. This is where Nick Fuentes' frogs, in which he calls groypers, which are fat, disgusting, greasy frogs, perversions of Pepe. All right, you remember when like Nick Fuentes was like trying to hunt down Ben Shapiro when he was with his kids and was like, "Hello, Ben. Hello, Jewish Ben. How was your Jewish day, Jew?" Remember that? Remember when he did that? Wild shit. Okay, he sent his groypers in to totally get groyped. They were getting groyped to talk to Charlie Kirk and this other gay dude who was on stage. Because a while ago there was a this guy, he makes the rounds. He was on one of those, whoa, conservative gays versus liberal gays. Can they meet in the middle ground type videos? Right? And so he was like talking about how gay people have a spot in the conservative movement. This guy disagreed. Let's see what he had to say.
E. Michael Jones' groundbreaking work, we now understand that sexual liberation is political control. It's a form of political control. And
so true. So true. Freedom is slavery. Freedom is slavery. Okay. When women aren't forced to have sex with me, that's political control. Okay. It's actually population control for groypers. If you didn't know, actually rape laws are population control for groypers, because if it's not elite, because if they can't just take women, if they can't just like take sex from women, and they actually have to like, you know, ask for it and for it to be consensually given to them, how the fuck are they going to get pussy? Think about it. Like, this is a form of control. This is a form of genocide if you think about it. Anyways, let him continue.
And you have multiple times advocated on behalf of accepting homosexuality, accepting homosexual acts as normative in the conservative movement. How does anal sex help us win the culture war?
So incredible line, an eternal line from the big brain thinker. It cannot be. How does anal sex help us win the culture war? Real. It always comes back to that, where what they're saying implicitly is no, gay people don't have a place in the conservative movement. And the thing is, they're right. I can't even disagree. It's an incredibly stupid question. It's not like you're going to go out onto the street and have anal sex with like random people, and that's going to like push the culture war or something. All right. And you're not going to go out and have straight sex and like vaginal sex and like advance the conservative war. This shit doesn't make any sense. All right. It's an incredible leap of logic. You don't know that? Yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I don't know anything about it. It's an incredible leap. But what they're saying implicitly is, we are not your friend. We hate you. You have no place here. And everybody telling you that you do is lying to you and are not conservative. That's what they mean. And I'm not even like being hyperbolic about it. Look at this. Condemn this, someone writes to Michael Knowles and Matt Walsh, calling on Michael Knowles and Matt Walsh to condemn, to take down Dave Rubin, to say why they don't deserve. Baby, Matt Walsh and Michael Knowles work and promote a guy that publicly mocks our Lord. They collected their silver and sold out a long time ago. So, curious overtones here. Now, to be as fair as possible, what I think that they're probably referring to is he's calling them Judas, and not Ben Shapiro. What I think is that they're calling them Judas, because Judas sold out Jesus for, what was it? Like biblically, what, 2 pieces of silver? How many pieces of silver was that? How many pieces of silver? If anybody's gone to like Sunday school, was it 30? Yeah, 30 pieces of silver. Yeah, sold out Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. They collected their silver and they're killing our Lord. I didn't know that Matt Walsh and Michael Knowles had the power to kill God. But that's wild. I didn't know they had that power. That makes me way more scared to make my next takedown video of them, because if they have the power to kill God, what else do they have the power to do? Good golly, Miss Molly, this is what worries me. And the thing is, this is being said to Dave Rubin in his comment section. Sorry, wait, stop. Let me finish one thought at a time. Okay, it is true. All right, what Dave Rubin has been doing is that has been lying to people, and lying specifically to other like gay people and other like normal conservatives, with pretending like they're the normal ones, that they're not the baddies, that they're not the hateful ones. It's actually those wacky left wingers. Those are the hateful ones. I'm the real hateful one. So much for the tolerant left. We're super intolerant of people who don't believe things like us. Where really who I'm intolerant to are people like Mark Dice, are the people who's actually been shitting on Dave Rubin, are the people who want Dave Rubin dead, who think that when the day of the rope comes, they're going to be hanging Dave Rubin, his husband, slaughtering his babies, and using them for kindling for their for burning their cross. Okay, those are the people that I don't like. All right. And I don't like Dave Rubin either, not because he's gay, honestly, a little bit in spite of him being gay, because he is selling out people like himself, possibly his children's future, simply for the bag. That's what he's done all of this for the bag. He's collecting the bag, and then he's just running away with all of this, leaving all of this on the table, all of these people to go on and destroy people like him, tear down people like him, push more homophobia under the guise of thinking that they're the real not progressive, but real tolerant ones. No, they're not. All right. Like, it's okay if you don't want to come to my, what they're doing is despicable and duplicitous and needs to be called out. I don't like Dave Rubin, not because he's gay, unlike, and the things that would go along with that. Unlike people like Mark Dice, like a lot of the other actual conservatives on the ground, because now we're starting to see this big infighting, this big rift that's forming, okay, between a lot of conservative institutions and conservative ideals. What's really interesting is now that the right has shifted so far to the right, now they've gone so like near fascist, and I'm not using that word like, oh wow, lefty calls everything that they don't like fascist. I'm quoting Tucker Carlson when I say this, and this is a verbatim quote, that if they keep doing this, we're going to have to accept fascism. A fascist is going, an actual genuine fascist is going to come in, and the right are going to have to accept it because they keep giving gay people more rights. That's unironically what he said. You can find it. We've made a video about it. I don't know. It should be popping up. I think it should pop up like here. Maybe if I remember, it'll pop up here. If not, whatever. I guess we made a video about it. You can find it. Google it, loser. Sorry, I don't have to do all the. So I'm not going to do all your work for you. But this is not just something that. Oh, is this it? Found it? Oh, thank you. Tucker Carlson justifies the idea of a full-blown fascist takeover. Yeah, this is something that he literally said. Yeah, it's something that he literally said. I've said this before, and I'm telling you that I'm worried that I'm right. The right is going to pick a fascist within 10 to 20 years, he said. 67 million of us. We're not a tiny minority. If we're going to be all treated like criminals and all subjected to every single law, while Antifa and Black Lives Matter guys go free and Hunter Biden goes free, then the right is going to take drastic measures. This man is literally like, if you make us follow laws, we're going to have to become fascists. This is genuinely what he believes, okay? I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth. This is genuinely what he believes. Now, all of this is being said to Dave Rubin on his Twitter account, but that's different, okay, than to your face. And you would think that he would act a little differently. Wrong. He's been called this to his face several times. Thankfully, our good friend Know Nothing put together a little report about this, okay, of all of the great times where Dave Rubin has got his shit rocked after he's been after he sold himself out, whored himself, this dirty filthy little slut. Dave Rubin whored himself out to the right, and now he's being treated poorly, and now he's confused about what's going on. Here's Milo. Here's on his show, Milo Yiannopoulos on the Rubin Report. Let's talk about like gay people in the conservative movement. Right, Milo? Right, Milo? Disgusting. They should be both executed. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. If you're wondering why Milo doesn't have a Twitter account anymore, this is why. Oh my gosh. And this is the tolerant right, just so you know. This is the real right, the tolerant right. Milo is the worst. Not surprised. I'm a little surprised, but I think that's mostly my fault. Here's a clip of a guest literally losing his shit when he finds out that Dave Rubin is gay.
You can't even have a preference around a liberal. A liberal homosexual says, well, you should accept my lifestyle. But if you say, well, I accept your lifestyle, I just don't want my kid to be one. Well, you're a... Well, wait a minute. I accept the fact that you want to be homeless. I don't want my kid to be homeless. I accept the fact that you want to smoke crack. I don't want my kid to smoke crack.
What do we do from here? What do we do from here? Like, I think most people, I know a lot of my audience is going to hear you, really hear you, and go, this is the type of stuff that I think needs to be heard more. And I think that the group of people that are talking about this stuff is actually growing. I do see this.
That's not a good thing. Huh? That's not a... Imagine sitting there and be like, yeah, being gay is like smoking crack, being homeless, having cancer. Like, this is genuinely what this person believes. And he's like, oh yeah, I accept you. Sure. I just think that you're detrimental to society and should be executed. Okay. And this is Dave's response.
At the same time, the people who don't want to hear us are getting more and
Wait, and can you imagine that your audience, he openly admits that his audience believes the same thing? He's like, oh yeah, my audience is going to completely agree with what you're saying, bud. What type of audience have you courted?
More hysterical, because that's all they got left.
Even said they hate Dave Rubin because he's a gay man with the wrong opinion. Dave Rubin is gay? No! He got a husband? I did not know. I was in his presence. I didn't know. I shook his hand. I sat down with him. Why did y'all tell me before I went on his show? Oh!
Yeah, I'm sorry. Audio. So performative. Wait, he's gay? I sucked his dick. Who knew? Grandpa, stop making fun of me. I'm not gay. I sucked his dick as a JoJo's reference. They are literally, this is the reaction that I would imagine from like a 12-year-old. Okay? This is a reaction that I would imagine, even if he's like hamming it up and everything. This is a reaction that I would imagine from a 12-year-old. Also, can we just take a moment and I just want to take a moment and talk about how amazing it is that you can have such terrible audio with a roadcaster, right? Because wait, how much is a roadcaster? How much money is this? Oh no, wait. How much is that microphone? Wait, let me see. What, isn't it like $800 or something? Around like $300? Yeah. So this is I just can't imagine you having such bad audio with a $300 microphone and a pro setup. 300. And you still have such shitty audio? $300 you spent on that mic. Wild. Truly incapable. I can't believe it. Ew, gay, ew, gay. Watch the arm dangle. Yeah, it's just incredible shit. He got his audio from infrared. You know what the fuck? Like, did he somehow contract the gay? Yeah, that's true. He's so upset because he is gay now. It's true. Once you shake hands with a gay person, you become, it's like the symbiote from Spider-Man. You become gay. There's not really much that you can do about it. We haven't been able to find a cure. It's just kind of like, it just kind of be that way. That one is always immortal for me. He has a husband. That one is always immortal for me. He has a husband.
No! I hate Dave Rubin because he's a gay man with the wrong opinion. Dave Rubin is gay? No! He got a husband?
It's never, this will never die in my mind.
He got a husband?
He got a husband? It'll never die in my mind. These are the type of guys that he keeps around. Take a look at this one as well. Yes, the classic Ben Shapiro and the shoes that his mom bought him. Dave Rubin. This is Dave Rubin asking Ben Shapiro if he would go to his gay wedding.
Will you bake Rubin a wedding cake? Okay, so I mean, my answer is.
Well, I'm married already.
Right, he's married already.
But an anniversary. It was my anniversary last week. An anniversary cake would have been nice.
Right. So the answer is no.
Grown man. Wow. Would you? Well, I mean, I'm already married, man. Hey boss, I don't want you to go too crazy. You know, I'm already married. You don't have to make me a cake. It's okay. You know, it's fine. You know how we don't even have to talk about whether you'll make me a cake. I would never make you a cake, gay boy. Looks him dead in the eyes. No.
And the reason I won't is because as a religious Jew, I do not participate in activities that I believe are sinful.
And he would have done it kosher, the whole thing, man.
Yeah, now I feel bad.
He would have done it for you.
You got me this close.
Putting that aside, you can't have David's kosher cake now. If we were having an anniversary party, would you come? If I was inviting all the crew that we all know, and we were just an anniversary party, we're just having a.
This is a question that's literally racking. You can see the gears turning in his head whether or not he would like be around Dave Rubin in anything in like him and his husband celebrating anything together. He's like, anniversary. What about we bought a new house. What about that together with my husband? New car. What about if we were just like throwing a party and we're gay? Would you even like come into my house? What about like a fruit basket? Would you give me a fruit basket? He's like, anything, please. Anything, please. Just say that you don't hate me.
Party. And I'll even throw in some kosher food for you to make sure you don't have to bring your own food.
You know, honestly.
Ooh, Jew food. Ooh, he's throwing in Jew food. Well, sick. I remember back when I was in IT, there was the girls who code who were across the hall, and they were having a little potluck, and they were like, "Would you like to try our Jew food?" I'm like, "Sure." It was good. I mean, it was fine. It's interesting.
I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think about it in the same way.
So that's interesting to me, because that's a different thing.
Well, not really, because again, it's if you're a religious person, and again, take it from the religious perspective. From the religious perspective, the question is, are you glorifying something that you think is sinful?
Yeah.
So, will you bake Rubin?
Yeah. Guys, the right is so tolerant and the left just hates us. They're so intolerant. You'd go to my wedding though, right, boss? No, I would never go to your gay wedding, little gay boy. Get back to work, just so I don't get back to work. Honestly, I'm disgusted that you even reminded me that I'm gay. The only reason that I keep you around is because I actually forget that you're gay, because you don't like sound like one of them. Yikes, you can leave. And he's just like, well, okay, anyways, well, You know what's wild is that there was that original clip, but that clip happened 3 years ago. It actually happened again. Like, Ben was on Dave's show again and asked the same question, just about, give or take.
Can I make a bold prediction?
Sure.
30 years from now, we're going to be sitting here doing this, hopefully in a bigger garage, maybe.
In Texas, probably.
And you may well have moved me on the abortion issue, and I think I may have moved you on coming to an anniversary party. What do you think about that?
I think there's a possibility. I mean, I'd have to think about that. Again, the issue, as you know.
Just so you know, it's been 3 years. All right. He's been thinking, like the world's greatest supercomputer mind, the cool kids philosopher, Ben Shapiro, has been thinking about whether or not he would want to go to Dave Rubin's, 4th, 5th, 6th year anniversary marriage anniversary with his, of his coworker, of his employee. It's been 3 years that he's been thinking about whether or not he would go, and he's still thinking.
Not to get back into well-trod territory. I think it would be unlikely that you'd move me, but I can never rule out the possibility of being moved on anything, obviously. And again, this comes back down to,
So yeah, incredible. Sure, Ben. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, sure, I bet. Yep, 100%. Yep, I bet. Yep. Wait here. But don't worry, we have just a little bit more. You would think that there may not be that much. Don't worry, we got a lot of dirt on Rubin. Okay, we got a lot of dirt on Rubin. There's a reason why I make fun of him so much. Okay, we got a lot of dirt on him.
The right, according to the media, is intolerant of everyone except those darned white heterosexual Christian males.
No, anything but the darned white Christian heterosexual males. No, anything but this. Literally anything with this.
There's only one problem. It's just not true.
So true.
Incredibly, the left isn't even tolerant of the very people they say they're tolerant of. I can tell you that in the last few years of my political evolution, I've consistently found conservatives to be tolerant and open-minded. Don't take my word for it, though. Test it out for yourself. Go talk to some.
Wait here. I think this is... Wait, here we go. Oh, here's the Blazes comment. Wait here. This is great.
Of the very people they say they're tolerant of. I can tell you that in the last few years of my political evolution, I've consistently found conservatives to be tolerant and open-minded. Don't take my word for it, though. Test it out for yourself. Go talk to some. They do exist, and they do things like watch movies, travel, and eat ethnic food. Regular people things.
Ah, yes. Normal people things. Travel, movies, ethnic food. Boy, do I have any ethnics in chat? Genuinely curious. Do I have any ethnics in chat? Because I love ethnics. Probably one of my favorite. Definitely my favorite gender. I love ethnics. Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking, I just wake up like, oh baby, I can't wait till I see another ethnic. Oh baby. Oh, ethnics. Whoo. I love me a good ethnic in the morning. Oh baby. Oh man. Ah yes. The real tolerant ones. This is so tolerant. Look. So true.
You know what I found out? The right, much more than the left, believes in the notion of live and let live. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the true definition of tolerance.
The true definition of tolerance. He'll say anything for clout. The thing is, like, he doesn't need, he won't get clout on there. Oh, Milo never changed. Wait, let me listen to, There's like one more thing in here. Wait, okay. Wait, I'm sorry. We can't stop. There's one last clip that we must watch. And you may be like, Shark, I think we've seen enough clips. The answer is until you've seen this, we haven't. Oh my gosh. I think this is like peak distilled everything you need to know about the conservative, like on the ground conservative position about Dave Rubin. I think this is it. This is for wrapping everything together. Also, apparently, this is another failed experimentation of Tommy Lauren. Another one is Running Loose. You know what I love? My favorite thing is that how Tommy Lauren is like Experiment 626 from like Lilo and Stitch, and like all of these other women who look like carbon copies, they're all like Experiment 627. You know, like they tried to catch lightning again with like Tommy Lauren, but they just kept failing over and over and over and over again. All right. And all of them, yeah, they're all just like failed experiments trying to do it again. And they're all just like, they look slightly different from each other.
There's been a good little litmus test this past week. Okay, if you want to see if your favorite conservative icon is one of us, is really America First, is really Christian, just see what they said about that pedophile couple that are trafficking kids. What's her name?
Bro, where did that even come? Literally out of left field. Tolerant right, tolerant right, tolerant. They're so tolerant. Oh my gosh. If this is what tolerance looks like, I do not want to know what intolerance looks like. Holy crap. Oh my gosh.
Name again?
Are you talking about Dave Rubin?
Oh, Dave Rubin. That's it. Yeah, Dave Rubin. Yeah. Coming soon.
Sign into Twitter. Sign up for Twitter. Huh. I wonder why these guys don't have. Can we think of any reasons for why these people may not have a Twitter account? Beats me. I wonder what could have led them to lose a Twitter account and not have it. Curious, huh? Wacky how that works out.
Soon, baby one. Where did they steal this kid from? That's two men. Well, two men are gay.
Yeah,
they can't have kids.
It's got to pop out first, and then that's when they snap.
Two men are gay. They cannot have kids. Do they think that like gay people are Krampus, and then they walk around and they're just like they're crawling on walls and shit, waiting to just like swipe people's kids just out of the cribs? Whose cum is this?
Oh, that's when they steal it.
Yeah, okay. That's when they steal it. But that's like plotting a crime right there. So somebody should probably do something about that.
Sheriff Arpaio? Should we call Sheriff Arpaio? Someone needs to deal with this.
We should call somebody because I have a kid.
Sheriff Arpaio. If you didn't know, Sheriff Arpaio is that Arizona former sheriff who was alleged to and was convicted of running basically a slave plantation when he was the sheriff of a jail, basically. It's that sheriff Trump pardoned. So basically what he did is he would like round up people who are alleged to be illegal immigrants and black people. And when I say alleged to be illegal immigrants, I mean Hispanic people. And he would like make them, Maricopa County. And he would like make them sleep outside. He would like make them do like manual labor and shit. I'm pretty sure it was black people as well. It may have just been Hispanic people that he rounded up. I forget. Yeah, but he was like just targeting Hispanic people and was basically trying to run a slave camp until he was forced to stop. He said that they deserved it, and it needed to be done. He was forced to stop, and he tried to run for, what was it, governor? It was either governor or Senate. I think he was running for the Senate. Yeah, he made them do like chain gangs and shit. It was insane. So he's like basically, they need to be put on a like slave plantation to get away from us. He doesn't need to be in jail. Trump pardoned him of his wrongdoings before he could like go to jail. So,
Kidnapping in process,
Seriously, look, what is he crying for? Is he crying because he got away with it almost? Look at this. These two men who...
I love how these people have never heard of what a smile is or a laugh. These people's lives are so devoid of love and happiness that when someone is like laughing, they think that they're crying.
Cannot reproduce. The only thing they can reproduce and create.
Wait, 1 second. I just want to make sure. I'm going to mute this really quick. Also, have these people never heard of adoption? No, they do think that gay people steal babies. Okay. Sorry, I just want to listen to the last bit just to make sure that he didn't say a slur. He didn't say a slur, but he really wants to say a slur.
Who cannot reproduce. The only thing they can reproduce and create is more debauchery and AIDS. They can spread AIDS.
So yeah, this is what Dave Rubin is calling the tolerant right. How tolerant are they really? I guess I'll let the jury find out how tolerant they are. Okay. Wait, there's more? Nah, we can't watch anymore. Nah, we can't watch anymore. Nah, we can't watch anymore. All right, there we go. Done. That's it. I literally can't watch anymore.